Hey guys, it's Becca here. So today I'm here to film a long-awaited video talking about sorority things. This is kind of a different video for me to film since I really don't, it's the type of question that I got asked on my sorority recruitment experience video, and it's been kind of bothering me ever since. So I thought I would just answer the question and just talk about my experience with it, and yeah. So she asked me, could you do a video about what it was like being an African American rushing to be in a predominantly traditionally white sorority? Like what your family thought about it and why you decided to choose that one instead of a traditionally black one. I'm African American and I want to join Pan-Hellenic when I get in college. Okay, so I thought that was a great question because being African American, I feel like people think that, oh, you have to join a predominantly black sorority. You have to join the Pan-Hellenic Divine Nine. You can't join Pan-Hellenic, which I'll get into the differences between Pan-Hellenic and Pan-Hellenic. So Pan-Hellenic, so Pan-Hell with a Pan-Hel, basically. Pan-Hellenic is the Divine Nine. That includes, let's see, if I have some of the names of some of the sororities in that. Okay, that includes Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, Delta Sigma Theta sorority, Zeta Phi Beta sorority, and Sigma Gamma Rho sorority. I knew ever since I started applying to college that I wanted to be a part of a sorority. My mom, my dad were part of fraternity and sorority, so I was like, hey, I want to join a sorority too. So my parents are actually part of the Divine Nine. My mom's a Zeta Phi Beta, my dad's a Phi Beta Sigma. So they're basically brother and sister, which is kind of cute. But anyways, I knew that I wanted to join a sorority when I got into college, and my college is a small school. It's a small liberal arts school where we only have 3 Panhellenic sororities on our campus, which is Sigma Sigma Sigma, we have Alpha Sigma Tau, and Chi Omega, which I'm in. I wanted to join a sorority because I felt like it was a good way to get involved on campus. Considering the fact that I actually commute to school, it was kind of hard to get acclimated to the environment of being on campus and being that college girl, living the college life, living in dorms, which I don't have. So I felt like joining sorority would help me meet friends and just become involved more on campus than just come to class, go home, and just do homework and go to sleep like I usually do, which is bad. But it forced me to get to know different people, and it helped me, and I honestly feel like it's going to help me in my college years to grow as a woman. There is no right or wrong sorority. It bothers me because I feel like there are African American girls. I mean, I get judged, and I kind of get emotional about it because it's stupid, because you do not have to, just because you're African American does not mean you have to join Pan-Hellenic Divine Nine, does not mean you can't join a Pan-Hellenic sorority. I think that is absolutely absurd that people actually think that. And yeah, Pan-Hellenic sororities are predominantly white, but that does not mean you cannot join the sorority. You can't join this organization. I had an old babysitter of mine who, she's white. She joined a black sorority. She was Zeta Phi Beta. She was white, Caucasian. Like, there is no right or wrong sorority that you can join. You can join whatever sorority you want to join, and that's how I felt going in through recruitment. So my school only has one Pan-Hellenic Divine Nine sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha, and it was just one sorority and it's a really small chapter, maybe at about 10 girls. I don't know. I don't want to say anything wrong about it, not the numbers or anything, but it's pretty small. I went to college thinking that I wanted to be in a diverse organization. You can't put a title on a sorority. You can't say just because you're black, oh, you have to join a black sorority. I've been faced with that. I've been judged. Whenever someone asks me what sorority I'm in, I say Chi Omega. They're like, what? What is that? What? You should have been in a black sorority. It's kind of like I'm looked down upon because I chose to not join a historically black sorority, which I feel sad about it. I mean, I feel sad about the fact that people actually think that that's an obligation. Like, that's just how I feel. I mean, I know other people may feel different from me. Other people, I mean, it may run in their family where they actually have to, and that their parents, their mom is part of one of the Divine Nine stories, and they have to do that. They have to be a legacy. They have to do all that. But I don't feel like that's necessary. I told you guys my mom was Zeta Phi Beta. My dad was Phi Beta Sigma. My parents full-on supported my decision on joining a Pan-Hellenic sorority. It was a different experience for them as far as the recruitment went, but I got to educate them on other aspects because they didn't know, considering the fact that they were in a historically black sorority. And to answer the question, how was it like being African American rushing into a predominantly traditionally white sorority? Honestly, my experience was, it's an experience, but it's not an experience like I think that this particular girl is referring to. I'm not singled out in any way. I'm not looked at differently because I'm black and I want to join a predominantly white sorority. I mean, yeah, they're predominantly white, but there are black girls in my sorority, and there are also Asians and Mexicans. Our sorority is very diverse. A lot of the sororities on my campus are diverse. You will find people from all nationalities, all races in the organizations at my school, not just mine. It's the same experience for everyone. You are looked at, no one sees color. You're not going to look at differently. Like during the recruitment process, no one's going to look at you differently. I think that's what other girls feel like. They feel like just because they're black, they feel like they're obligated, like I said. You're not obligated to do anything. You can make this decision on your own. You can choose what sorority you want to join, whether it's Pan-Hellenic or Panhellenic, Divine Nine or not. I just don't feel like, I feel like it's not, there's no way that you should be forced in any sorority. I just love the idea of sisterhood and sorority, and just having those connections and lifelong friendship with girls all through college and throughout your lifetime. These girls are going to be with you forever. You're going to know these girls forever. You come in, you have however many new friends. People think that, oh, you're doing sorority, you're paying for your friends. Well, I'm sure as hell not paying enough money for my friends, because it's just, no, that's how I feel. That's a stereotype that comes along with being in a sorority. And the other stereotype, like I mentioned with the question, how is it like being black joining a predominantly white sorority? It's no different. You're not going to be looked on differently by anyone going through the recruitment process. The sororities are diverse in general. You do not have to be black to join a black sorority. There are white people in black sororities, and there are white people, and there are black people in predominantly white sororities. There is no rule or regulation in the bylaws or anything. There is nothing that says you have to be Caucasian to join this sorority, to be a part of these organizations, specifically at this school. There's no words in the bylaws of Panhellenic, Divine Nine, fraternities and sororities that say you have to be African American to join this sorority. It does not say that at all. And I feel like that's the label that girls are putting on these sororities, that you have to have this certain attribute, you have to be this certain race, you have to look the certain way, you have to act a certain way, because that is not true at all. I get touchy about this subject because I feel like girls don't look outside of the box. They don't want to explore, but that's just me. If you don't want to explore, then that's you. I wanted to explore I wanted to join Pan-Hellenic because in my heart I felt like that was the right decision for me. I love diversity in all sorts of ways. All sororities are diverse, but my school only had one. And I wanted to become more involved on campus, and so I decided I want to join Pan-Hellenic sorority. That's basically how it is. If you're being judged, then I definitely suggest that you sit down and talk to your parents about why. Why am I obligated to do this? Why don't you support me in this? Do you think is it in the bylaws? Show them the rules. Show them the qualifications. Show them the description of what do you have to do to be in the sorority, and it will not say you have to be African American. Oh, you have to be white. It will not say that at all. I promise you that. I will leave down all the information on all the sororities in the description box below, so you guys can check that out, because it does not say that at all, and I feel like that's stopping a lot of girls from joining sororities. In the end, you have the support of your sisters, and that's all that matters. They're all there for you. If you're going through anything pertaining to you being afraid because you're afraid people are going to judge you, you're afraid you're going to receive hate people commenting on your pictures on Instagram, Facebook, or anything like that for joining a predominantly white sorority, then they're there for you, and I'm here for you. If you have any other questions, you guys can just leave it down in the comments below, and I will definitely answer that for you guys, because I feel like this subject is really touchy to me, because that's the problem when it comes to sororities. Girls are scared because they don't know whether they're going to be accepted or not, because they're not that stereotype of this sorority girl or whatever. Girls feel like they can't do what they want to do because society is making it look like just because you're black, African American, you have to join a historically black sorority. You're going to be judged with whatever you do, but when it comes to joining a sorority, everyone is there for you. There is absolutely no reason why people should look down on you because you chose to do something that they didn't do. To be honest, they were probably scared to do it. That's why they didn't do it. That's my opinion. You're not going to be judged. I'm here for you, like I said. I hope this answered a lot of your questions pertaining to how it was for me being African American joining a predominantly white sorority, and how I dealt with it, how my family took it. I guess it sounds so bad to say how they take it, like it was a detrimental to their life. I didn't come home like, hey, I'm gonna join a predominantly white sorority. Serious, Rebecca? No, that was not my parents at all. I have a feeling that people think that that's what happened with my experience and how I told my parents. No, they did not die or anything. They did not, like, hate me for wanting to do this. Your parents will support you no matter what. I mean, hey, they're your parents. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm going to continue doing sorority videos on Saturdays. It's going to be called Sorority Saturdays, and it's going to have different topics, and I'm going to talk about mainly Pan-Hellenic sororities, like the sorority I'm in, the recruitment process. I'm going to do tons of videos talking about the different nights of recruitment and what to expect, what outfits to wear for that, and yeah. So I hope you guys are excited for that, and it helps you out a lot, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye guys!